Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn a little tech support in the morning because I forgot to clock out. So I got home around 11, so I'll clock out. I'll find a way to adjust the time and I'll learn how to do that just in case I do it again or someone else does it again. So now that you've gotten an update on what's going on with the business, um, still dealing with a very shady divorce in which, alimony should have been awarded. I started my business honestly the year before my husband decided to abandon the marriage, and him messing with finances did affect the growth of my business. This business is pop-up based, pop-up shop based. It's not a brick and mortar. That means vendor fees are a thing. That means transportation is needed. That means networking events where membership fees have to be paid is needed. It's just, businesses have operational costs. And, with the internet not being on and the electricity not being on, cellular service not being paid for, it makes things like 10 times more complicated. You see, I'm going to have to fix the fact that I didn't clock out in the morning. So, whenever I have a work session in the morning, I'm going to have to sit down and figure out how to clock out. I can't just pick up my phone and do so. I have to wait until the morning when I, sit down at a cafe, order a coffee, and then figure out how to adjust my time. So that's just, having to go all the way around just to kind of get simple things done. Clocking in, clocking out, checking emails, phone calls, all of that has to be done in a way that is just, you know, completely out of the way. You can't go directly. You just got to go way out of the way to get simple things done. So again, that alimony should have been awarded. I did not attend not one court proceeding. I was not present. I don't have transportation, and my signature was not provided. So this young man who has been helping me out, I suppose he just wanted to help his auntie across the street. But again, his parents or his mother seems to be concerned. So I think some ground rules are needed. But he's been kind enough to, walk with me everywhere. There's been a loose dog on the street, and so he's just been nice and he's been helping out. But I think we're just gonna have to set some ground rules, like just to, keep things simple for me, reassure his mother, and make sure we don't have distractions throughout the day with the, confusion. Um, but so there's that divorce, there's that alimony need. Still trying to figure out, what to do with extra help being around here. Um, this poor, situation with this miscarriage, birthday coming up next month, half birthday coming up next month. And I've been so busy and it's been so chaotic. Um, every now and then, I guess I have people come up to me and ask me if I'm dating. I haven't had time. I have a pile of laundry. I'm going into cafes to order coffee just to get emails read. Um, my mom is having to send over money for meals. Who I haven't had time. It's been so strenuous. It's been so strenuous. Um, I mean, it's so unfortunate because even though it would be nice to um conceive naturally, I've had to like be clinical about this because it's a time restraint, but I have not had time to date. I've had to, go like the sperm donor route, or, look into insemination kits and things like that. Haven't had time to date. Um my poor friends, like, they've all been asked to be sperm donors and everything. Um Friends, I said, nobody but friends. I know I've asked my friend Jeremy definitely for his sperm. But I have not had time to date or anything. I've been busy just having to go way around the world just to get normal things done. Um, that's just that. So hopefully things can stabilize and I can actually get out here and date and it doesn't have to be so chaotic. So I did make a visit to one of my go-to hair stores. I do have one that I frequent that's a little bit smaller than the one that I went today, but that's where I have gotten all of my pink wigs. So both stores have a really great inventory. And to me, the one that I get all of my pink wigs from, they have just the right amount of correct items. Like you don't have, it's not overdone, it's not too much stuff, but while you're busy or, things are kind of, hectic, you're going to find just the right product on the shelf there. So, while I was getting my company kind of off the ground, wearing pink wigs was just a thing. And I have purchased multiple pink wigs from my smaller beauty supply store. And then the larger one I've been going to ever since I was in college. And anytime I step into this beauty supply store, I feel like a kid in a candy shop. They have such a huge variety. They have so many products, from hair products to cosmetics to bows to things that you can wear to church. They got clothes, they got purses. It is honestly just like being in a candy shop. I love it. But what I did see on this shelf was some cocoa butter, and this has been girl chat that has been on hold for a minute. And things have just been so hectic. Girl chat has just, I don't know, hasn't felt the best. Like some conversations I try to wait or save for later when we don't have so much negativity floating around, or some things just feel a little bit too sacred. Like you want to save certain moments to have with people that love, and care about you. And if you ever feel like there's any type of negativity present, you know that this is not a moment for them. It's not a family moment. But we were gonna have a girl chat about this cocoa butter and how when we were growing up, our grandparents and parents told us to put cocoa butter on our scars and our stretch marks, and it didn't get rid of not one of them. And we were gonna have a girl chat about skincare and how we kind of just grew up with our scars. If we got a skint up knee, we grew up with that skint up knee. The scar either faded, but as an adult, if we grew up in the 90s, we still have. I have scars from a curling iron. I got some, from maybe bug bites, whatever. We still have the same scars, stretch marks, dark marks, because people just told us to put some cocoa butter on it and keep going, and the cocoa butter didn't do a doggone thing. And to dwell more into this girl chat, what it is to kind of use more modern skin advances and body insecurity. So again, I have not been out here. I have not been dating or anything, and I'm okay with my body. I think it's beautiful. But if I had to, be cautious of anything or not want somebody to see anything, it would be the dark marks and the stretch marks. And we were gonna ask the ladies, how do you feel, about if you haven't been dating in a while and no guy has seen anything you got, and how do you feel about letting him see it? And then how comfortable are you allowing him to look at your imperfections? Are you okay with it? Do you try to cover it up? Let me know how you feel about that. It's just been so unfortunate that I haven't been able to just continue. These have been plans that I've had to have delayed. I haven't had a first time to think about being insecure about a stretch mark or a dark mark. I can only, imagine what that would be like. But let me know if you guys can relate. Like, you love your body, you're good, but maybe try to cover up your scars and stretch marks and dark marks.